It was August 5th, 2001. At around 3 p.m. in the afternoon, I got on the train and I went downtown because this was my birthday. So I went downtown to 42nd Street. And when I went downtown to 42nd Street, I got off the train and I went into this place. Let me try to remember what the name of that place was. I went inside the place, and when I went inside the place, I saw Samuel Jackson. I saw Ben Affleck. I saw Jenny from the block. I said, hey, what's going on? How you doing? I don't know what to do. I'm in a place with all these stars. I can't believe it. And then next thing you know, somebody touched my shoulder. Huh? Sir? What happened? You're talking to Wax. You're in a wax museum. That's where I was. I was in a wax museum. So when I looked at these individuals, Samuel Jackson, Jenny from the block, and Ben Affleck, I said, are you real? And I realized I was just talking to wax figures and dummies. Have you ever talked to a dummy before in your life? Have you ever tried to get a word across to a dummy? Have you ever asked the question, are you real? Have you ever looked at somebody and said, are you real? Because you know somebody was so full of it? Have you ever got on the telephone and called somebody to pay a bill or to speak to somebody that was important, and they said, I'm sorry, we're unable to talk to you at this point, but I am the representative. And you said, what? A representative? Are you real? What is this about? Why do I have to talk to a representative? Can I talk to a real person? Can I talk to somebody that can listen to what I need to tell them? Now, have you also ever sat in Santa Claus' lap? I know I was young, and my mother forced me to sit in Santa Claus' lap. And I sat there, I looked at him, I said, that being on the real. I looked at the man and said, sir, Santa Claus, are you real? He said, oh, get off my lap. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? He pushed me off his lap. I can't believe that. However, we run across these situations. That particular question, are you real, is a two-edged sword. Because that can come back to you also. We have to understand if we are authentic to ourselves. Are we real to ourselves? I don't know about you, but there was a situation, or there was a particular time where I was a younger man, and there was a guy that I seen. This guy was legally retarded. And every time I see him, he was in the chair spitting up. And I always say, hey, how you doing, William? How you feeling? I said, I hope you, oh man, how you doing? I'll talk to you later. He go to school with the helmet on his head and everything. Lo and behold, last year, I was walking down the street on 125th Street, and I saw this man walking down the street, and I'm like, okay, whoever this guy is, he's coming close. So I kept on walking, and he came closer, and he said, Jimmy. I said, Jimmy? He said, how you doing? I said, huh? He said, I'm William. I looked at him, and I was about to cry. I said, are you real? Are you real? I can't believe this. This man was legally retarded, handicapped. He could not move. He was spitting up. And then 20 years later, I see him on 125th Street last year, and he's talking regular. And listen, I don't go that way, but the brother was handsome. He was a handsome man. I said, William, so he said, God is good, and I'm here, and I made it past that small milestone. And I was like, wow. He said, but one thing out of everything, I was real to myself. I was real to myself. And that's what I want to tell you all. You have to be real to yourself. Can you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am real? Can you look at yourself in the mirror and say, I'm doing all I can while I can, because I might not pass this way again? Are you real? Are you real? Do you pinch yourself and say, my hands is being tapped? Do you pinch yourself and say, my legs is being tapped? I am real. I am real. And there's another episode. My son was with my best friend. And my son was sitting in the living room. My best friend said, hey, what are you doing laying on the couch? you ready to go to sleep? He said, you need to go to work. He said, go to work? He said, excuse me, are you serious? He said, yeah, you need to go to work. Because you're 7 years old now, you need to be out there doing what you're supposed to do to get that money. He said, listen, what you think? I'm 7 years old. I don't need to do that. Are you real? Why are you telling me I need to go to work? I don't need to go to work. My father works. And when I get older, I go to work. Now leave me alone, mister. I'm going to sleep. But my son recognized who he was and what he had to do at the time during his age. And we have to ask ourselves, are we real? Now there's another person that we all face. You look at me like, what am I talking about? Somebody asked, do you know what time it is? There's a person named Father Time. Father Time. Have you ever had a talk with him? Have you ever asked him, say, are you real? Just look at the years go by. Look how time's passed you on. And you see how real Father Time is. Father Time waits for no man. Time waits for no man. So it's time for you to look in the mirror and say, am I real? Am I reaching my destiny? I'm going to climb mountains. I'm going to soar. I'm not afraid of anybody or any circumstance because I am real. Say it with me. I am real. Again. I am real. Are you real? I am real. Are you real? I am real. There you go. And one last thing. If you have a daughter, forget about the dummies. But if you have a daughter and she's growing up and you want to give her a message when she turns about 15, 16, she's about to start dating, you tell her, you take her out to dinner. You take her out on a little horse ride or whatever. Give her that day. And then you give her some roses and say, if a man can do this and give you this without expecting something from you, then he's worthy of you because he's real. And you don't have to ask the question, are you real? And everybody say, I